lash artist, let me ask you a serious question. What is your plan for retirement? And I urge you not to just tell me that that's something that you're gonna worry about later. Because as a second generation beauty entrepreneur, I can definitively tell you that the future is now. And that when we accepted these roles of being lash artists, we also inherited the responsibility of becoming lash business owners. And planning for retirement is a part of that role. And the unfortunate reality is that most lash artists have no clue about what will happen after the chair. And if you do not have a plan, you will literally never be able to retire. And who wants to be 60 years old, still bending over clients, lashing, or even worse, being forced into a job just to cover the bills? Because the reality is that financial responsibilities do not stop just because we age. In fact, they will probably be more because of inflation. And I understand why a lot of us don't think about this, because even me, when I first started making a little money as a lash artist, I remember my aunt sitting me down and asking me how I was planning for my financial future. And I literally remember being in the church basement, eating my pinto beans with my white pants, looking at this woman like she was crazy. Because in my 25-year-old mind, I was on top of the world. I was making $10,000 plus a month. I was teaching classes where I was making $5,000 in a day for lash training. When I tell you, you could not tell me nothing. The world was my oyster. And I promise you, if I could go back to little Kristen, I would shake some sense into her because she blew way too much money. It was insane. And a lot of you guys might be in that same space now, telling yourself like, oh, okay, I'm making money, so you're comfortable, right? But I do want you to know that you should be proud, right? Because figuring out how to make amazing money with your own two hands out in the world is an accomplishment. But the thing is, I do not want you to get stuck there. So congratulations on making the money, but understand that making money and keeping money are different. They are two very different things. Having money today is not necessarily an indication that you will have money later. And I know this personally because I have seen it many, many, many times. My mother was and is a beauty professional. And in her heyday, she was amazing. She built a multi-six-figure business coming from poverty. She was born to a mother who was born to sharecroppers. My mother's story is legendary, but she did not plan for retirement. She worked for years. She built a name for herself. And today she is still working. Now, luckily, my mother is able to work for me, AKA she tells me what to do and I pay her. But that's not everybody's story. And while I do honor my mother for her success, if I'm really going to honor her, then I not only need to learn from her success, but also from her blind spot. And retirement planning was one of them. And it's not just her. That is most beauty professionals, because nobody sits us down and tells us, hey, here's how you set yourself up for the long run. Here's how you make your money work for you. Here's how you retire from this industry without being forced to quit. And if nobody told you that, let this be your wake up call, because your life and your career is not a YOLO. So whether you're making $3,000 a month or $12,000 a month, you are either on a path to wealth or a path to struggle. But the good news is that I, your Lash Fairy Godmother, am here to help you and show you the approach that has worked for me and countless other lash artists across the globe. So let's break this down because some of you are making $8,000 a month, $10,000, even $12,000 or more, right? So you are doing pretty good. And there are others of you who are not quite there yet. And you probably look at those numbers and think, oh, if I could just get booked and make $10,000 a month, I would be set. Life would be amazing. And I understand that mindset because I have been there. But because I've been there, I can tell you that that is a wrong mindset to have, because making money does not necessarily equate to keeping money. And I can prove it. Let's do some math. You're making $10,000 a month as a lash artist, but where is your money actually going? Rent or mortgage may cost you around $2,500 a month. So that's gone. If you're fully booked, you might be spending $1,000 a month on lash supplies. That's gone. You like to eat out, Starbucks, Uber Eats at the shop, $500 a month. That's gone. Go to Target, go in for one thing, leave with 21 things. $600 a month, that's gone. You're on TikTok, so you have a random Amazon cart at 2 in the morning. $300, that's gone. Then you have leisure, hair, and makeup. So by the time it's all said and done, out of that $10,000, you may only have $2,000 left for that month. And honestly, some of you are making $10,000 or more and having nothing left at all at the end of the month, because you're used to spending your money just as fast as you make it. You can literally be making $10,000 a month and still be living week to week. I see it every single day. And why? It's because making money does not mean that you have good money habits. And if nobody ever taught you how to manage money, no one ever taught you financial planning, I'm telling you now, it is not your fault. But it is definitely your responsibility to fix it. So now let's talk about how not having a financial plan is costing you thousands. Because you might think, oh, I don't have any extra money to invest. But if you're wasting even $500 a month on things that don't build wealth, in 20 years, that $500 might have been $120,000, and it's just gone down the drain. And if you were investing that money and not just saving it, and let's say you're investing and getting an 8% return, which is basic investing, in 15 years, investing that money could have made you over $1 million. So right now, you can literally have millionaire money in your hands, but because you don't realize it, you may blow it. So let me ask you again, do you really not have enough money to invest? Or are you just not using or accumulating your money right? Because whether you are struggling or making money but feeling stuck, the next step is the same. And here is how you fix it. So number one, you fix your pricing. If you are charging with no strategy, or you're charging based on what people think or what you think people can afford, you are leaving thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars yearly on the table. Number two, you set your business up with systems. Systems that give you time freedom, as well as systems that maximize your profit. Number three, you have got to start treating your business like an investment. You need a real wealth plan. You need a scalable strategy. And you need to stop thinking about money now and start thinking about money forever. And this is exactly what I teach inside of my Lash CEO coaching program. So now, after hearing all that, you have a choice. And beyond that, we have access. The beauty professionals before us did not have the access to this information. We do, and it's our duty to pay homage and to do better. And the first step to doing better is turning your lash business into a machine, adding systems, adding strategy, so that you're able to go from lash artist to lash business owner. And if you are ready right now to do that, to get unstuck, stop winging it, moving without no strategy, then let's talk. because below there is a link where you can book a call with me and we can see what's going on in your business. In that link, you will also see transformations of women who decided to treat their businesses as empires and not just hustles. You will also find a free step-by-step guide to creating social media content that converts to cash. So grab the guide, book the free call, and let's get this thing started. I have something to ask you. If this was helpful, please make sure that you are commenting, liking, and subscribing. I would love to hear from you and continue to build our community. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay rich.